Alright guys, so we got our 2 looks down. We on our we got our 2 looks down. We on our third, So this one is the cut crease. And I've completed one, of course. Now this cut crease is a cut crease for hooded eyes. I already explained what that is. So stay tuned and we'll get into how to do a cut crease on hooded eyes. So off camera, I went ahead and started the transition color because we're on the third look, guys. By now, y'all should know how transition colors work. So this transition color is no different. I did like an orangish, brownish color from the Juvia's Place Nubian 2 palette. I used a mix of Morocco and Madagascar for this transition color. And we're going to move, once I blend this out, we're going to move to our crease color. So crease color, I'm going to use the color Kenya from the Nubian 2 palette by Juvia's Place. And how do we do our crease color? Of course, starting here, it's no different. You basically do your crease color the same way we did from, the basic video. Now the only difference is I personally come all the way over for this, but definitely blend or pat that on first, rather. Swapping palettes, just because I like the browns that are in the Jaclyn Hill palette. So I'm gonna mix, they don't really have names on these, but I'm gonna mix a combination of some dark browns. Really make sure to pat that on there. If you go onto the lid, don't worry, because we're gonna carve all this out. And, blended a little too much there. Now, if for some reason you do like I kind of did and just blended a little too much out at the top, basically go back over with your transition color and just go over it, and it's okay. Kind of knock all that excess down. Yep, your girl went a little too overboard. It looks crazy, I know, but we'll fix it. And now, if your outer part of your crease is not as dark as the one over here, don't worry, because we'll go back over once we're done with our crease and we'll, darken it a little bit. So now comes the cut crease part. So I'm actually gonna use Born This Way concealer in the color Mocha. And you'll need like an angle brush, like what you would typically use for like your eyebrows. And I'll just put a little bit on there, like so. And this is where it really shows if you paid attention in school as far as like coloring in the lines. I don't really have that much of a steady hand, but I'm gonna try. So you're basically gonna carve out like a little cut crease. So your crease is here, and the objective of a cut crease is to cut the crease. So you see how defined this is? And it's clear that this is a crease, right? Cut crease. So that's what we're gonna do. Me personally, now this is a cut crease for hooded eyes. So for my hooded eye girls, this is a trick. Usually you cut your crease directly in the crease, but because we have hooded eyes, we look up and around, the extra skin, put stuff above where our crease is. So a trick for that, I personally go in the dead middle of my eyelid like so, and then I look up. And you see how it kind of smushed at the top? That's what's gonna tell you where to connect and how far up to go. So basically meet right there. And just bring it down. And try to get as straight of a cut crease as you can. And also, I've gotten a little bit of a faded effect. So as you're like patting and blending this part out, kind of swipe outward a little bit to make sure none of this outer part is like wet. And we have done our cut crease. Now it's time to add the color. So now we're going to add the color Ya. I think that's the color Ya. YAA from the Juvia's Place Nubian 2 palette. And, excuse me. And I'm gonna cover it all over my eyelid. Okay, and once you have done your cut crease, then go back in with your black and brown and kind of add a little color, and then lightly swipe inward just to make it fade a little bit, like so. Try to make it match this one as much as possible. And then if you see that some of the color is leaving from over here, just pat it back on. That's all. And that completes the look for a hooded eye cut crease. All right, guys, congratulations if you made it this far, because guess what? We're on look number 4, which is a smoky eye, as you can see here. And it's hooded eye friendly, of course, so stay tuned. We're gonna use Jaclyn Hill palette, of course, but stay tuned and I'll show you how to do it. So I went ahead and of course did our what? Yep, I did our base and I set the base per the front of this video. So like stated before, I'm using the Jaclyn Hill palette and I'm really just using 2 colors. It's this dark red. For our transition color, this time I'm gonna go dark red, which is like this one. Hopefully you guys can see. And we're gonna start with our famous transition color. All the way over. And for me, I'm using a little bit of a darker transition color because the smoky eye is so black, as you can see. It's so dark. So you kind of want a warm color, but you also kind of want like a darker warm color. With smoky eyes, you can also, if you want to get creative, you can also do like a pink transition color. You may can even try like a light purple. You can just play with transition colors when it comes to smoky eyes, because I mean black goes with everything. And if you do like this dark red transition color in a smoky eye, you can do like a dark red or bright red lip. The same as if you did like a hot pink transition color with the smoky eye, you could do like a hot pink lip. It wouldn't look bright pink, but you know, they kind of play off of each other. So now when it comes to smoky eyes, you have to be careful because none of us want raccoon eyes. We don't want a big black circle, you know. So for me, a trick to smoky eye is to first build up the smoky eye by starting on the lid. So there's no crease color or anything for smoky eye. You just start directly on the lid, like so. And you may want to start in like a line and just keep adding the color black and literally build the color up. And as you build the color up that's on your lid, take it up just a little bit more and build it. And basically you're gonna build it and make it super, super dark on your lid. So just make sure the part we're basically covering is your lid. So make sure you really build up that black. And make it as dark as you want, or however. Now you can take it up just a little bit, just a very little bit, not too much, not too much. Like up here, like in the crease. But then we're gonna come back with a blending brush or contour brush. With smoky eye, you only smudge out the edge up here. So where we built in the lid, don't like do anything to it. Let it sit, but blend out the edge of the smoky eye. And if it feels like, oh my God, it went up too far, don't worry. Just make sure you're blending it out. And if I didn't explain blending, you pretty much you're not using your wrist at all. You're literally just using your fingers in a circular motion, or to go this way, or to go like circular across. So like little circles, literally to blend them out. Now that's pretty good. Now to me, before I do anything else, I see that some of my black has left my lid, so I'm gonna go back and add some of the black back to my lid, but just the lid. Where we blended out, like don't touch that part, but just the lid specifically. And then after I've done that part, I'm gonna go back to my transition color and kind of soften out the edges a little bit. Now, while I'm doing this, I do want to explain that in all of these eyeshadow segments, I hope you guys realize that a big no-no or a big don't. You see how you can see some of my skin between the eyeshadow and my brow? You never want to put eyeshadow directly up under your brow. Always leave a little bit of space. Most people highlight up under there, which that'll be in my highlighting and contouring video for Beauty Academy. But it's very important, and especially your smoky eye, and really any of your eyeshadow looks that you do. Also another thing I like to do with smoky eyes, I like to make the bottom of my eyes, fill the bottom of my eyes in as well. Sometimes I'll do it with one of these little brushes. They're very little. I don't know if you can see. This is a brush from BH Cosmetics. I think it's like a smudge brush if I'm not mistaken. It doesn't have a name on it, but I'll take like some black and smudge up under here. But for beginners, I would suggest you like taking a black pencil and like lining your bottom eye, and just take a brush like this that's really small and literally just smudge it out. That's all you have to do. For sake of the video though, I'm going to just use eyeshadow, but imagine, I just used a black pencil. You would literally just like smudge. Start this is no different. You start from the outer and work your way in. On your waterline. So, oh Lord. What helps me is that, which is why, another reason why we do eyes first. Because I've gotten eyeshadow on my finger and it's gotten all down here, which is another reason you can get raccoon eyes, and why I recommend that if you do a smoky eye, don't put on foundation or anything yet. So if you have all of this and you haven't had foundation on, cool, don't sweat it. But definitely back to blending this out. Don't get in your eye, but get right at that. I don't know if you guys can see, like right up under my waterline. And literally smudge it out. If it gets too low, don't worry about it, because we'll go over with foundation and we'll work that out. And then the last piece, but the last part of smoky eye I personally like to do is just to pop a shimmery color in my tear duct right here, like I did over here. I don't have a deep tear duct, so I just kind of line it here just to add a little pop of shimmer. And we have our smoky eye. Alright guys, so this is the final look for my smoky eye. As you can see, before you do your smoky eye, it looks crazy, but after you finish your face and lashes make smoky eyes pop. If you don't know how to put on lashes, go back. I do have a beauty academy on applying lashes. Even though I did them with natural lashes, it's the same for dramatic lashes. But this is the completed look. If you guys have any questions or felt like I was moving too fast and want me to go over something, comment below. And I don't mind making a bonus video to, you know, take it a little more slow, because the goal of Beauty Academy is so all of you guys can learn how to slay your makeup and bring out your natural beauty. So with that being said, make sure you guys hit that red button right below, right there. Make sure you share this video because a lot of girls could use it. Let's be honest. And, you know, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And other than that, I'll see you guys later.